Hello, dear friends. Our thoughts and prayers and donations are with you if you've been affected by the hurricanes here in the United States. I hope that you're coming out of it fairly well, and I do share my condolences with you if there was anything you lost during this tumultuous time. So sorry that any of you that have been affected are going through this. The topic of today's video is going to be prophetic dreams. I have put certain little videos here so that you can have something to look at. This is from my neighborhood, and these are some of the video clips that I sent to my family, and especially my little cousins and little nieces and nephews. So when they come here, they have something to look forward to, and they want me to take them to these places. And my mom loves animals too. She loves all these animal videos I send her. So I hope you can enjoy it, so you have something to entertain you while you hear me speak. Okay, so about the prophetic dreams. Listen, I had a situation happen to me that was quite traumatic, but I had all these forewarnings. Now, even though I read the Taza, I barely read them for myself. There are months and months that go by that I don't have time to read a Taza for myself, because I'm either doing a Taza for someone else or for my channel, and I don't do them for myself. Plumber's faucet is always leaking kind of situation. That is something that I'm going to remedy. I'm going to make sure that I read Tazas for myself. I really am. But that said, when all fails, you have your dreams to warn you. Okay, and I'll tell you what happened to me in the dreams. So I got scammed, you guys. I got scammed. We had 2 properties, and one was my mom's property, one was my property, and this person just squatted in our property and took over like it was theirs, and then we couldn't get them out. It was horrendous. I didn't know squatters were so stressful. One of the most stressful things you can encounter. And when we were doing the arrangements for this person to, purchase the properties, that same day, my mom went to sleep, and the next day when she woke up, she said, I think we were scammed. So-and-so scammed us. He's not going to give us the money. He's not going to pay. He's going to make our lives a living hell. And I asked, why? What happened? And my mom said, well, I had a dream that I had 2 long hairs coming out of my face, like really thick. The 2 hairs that she had one on her chin and one on her cheek. They were both thick and long and wriggly hairs. The one on her chin was a little bit shorter, or it was shorter than the one on her cheek. The one on her cheek was really long, and she goes, there goes our 2 properties. Mine is the one on the chin, which is smaller, and yours is the one on the cheek, which is really, it's larger, longer. And sure enough, my mom is very, very psychic, so I believed her. And yep, this person just moved in, took over the properties. I really put my foot down. He took over mine mostly, and then he was trying to move into my mom's home, and I put my foot down. I was like, don't you dare, and blah, blah, blah. Somehow I was able to stop them, but he was trying to legally take my mom's home. He was trying every which way, and she had someone staying there. He wanted them out. It was this whole big mess. During that time, 8 months in, I had a dream. I started having this reoccurring dream that my gums were inflamed. Sorry, you guys, they were inflamed and infected, and some blood coming out. My teeth were fine, but my gums were just in poor shape. And I had this dream before. When I was a teenager, I had typhoid fever, and I dreamt that same dream. When this was happening, 8 months into me battling this guy in a chauvinistic culture, he wouldn't get out. He wouldn't listen to me. He wouldn't heed anything. He thought me and my mom were just women, and my mom's an older lady, and he thought, I think he thought, oh, she's so nice, she's so sweet, she's not going to put up a fight. Little did he know, oh my gosh. Anyway, so trying to get him out of there, and without involving the authorities, without embarrassing him, this was me, for 8 months. Well, guess what? My immune system crashed. I got sick. I got so sick. And I kept having that dream. I had it several times with the gums. I just started getting the cold, any flu, anything. I just grabbed anything that came along. And it got to the point I had all sorts of infections and just everything, ear infection, sinus infection, everything that came along my way, I would catch it because I was just under so much stress. And I kept having that gum dream. Well, you guys, in November, November, December were the worst. But I ended up, in January, in hospital. Long story short, I got admitted to the hospital. It was very hard to diagnose what I had. At first, they said it was a thyroid storm. Then they said it was thyroiditis, which is a lot better than a thyroid storm. It's not as dangerous. And after I left, I was still under treatment with a specialist, endocrinologist, and then they said it was a thyroid storm. I was diagnosed that I had a thyroid storm. So basically, my blood pressure was through the roof, my heart rate was 200, and it was just crazy. And my fever, I had 105 fever, and I had a fever for over a month. When it finally peaked to 105, they couldn't believe I was so calm in the hospital. He's like, I can't believe you're calm. And they were asking my husband, isn't she mad sometimes? Isn't she? And you know what? In retrospect, yeah, I was pretty upset. Whenever I thought about what was happening, I wasn't mad at anyone specific, but whenever anybody did something to me I didn't like, I got extra bad, more than normal. And just remembering things people had done to me, I started getting upset. And it was a thyroid. And so it just made you worse. So anger and wrath, not good for you. If you're feeling it, just remember it's like venom, but it's a venom that I heard this yogi say this one time. This is not my quote, but he said rage and anger is the only poison that the one that has it is the one that's being poisoned with. Not the enemy, but you. The victim is the one that's being poisoned with it. Oh, that was so true. That was so true. And look, before I got into the hospital, before they diagnosed me with the thyroid storm, I had a dream that I was laying on my bed and I had a skinny, long, like a 2-3 foot long snake, but it was very, very skinny. Wrapped itself around my neck. That's before my neck started swelling. And the snake looked just like the guy, like the face, the head and everything, the coloring and everything looked just like him. But in the dream, I was grabbing it with both hands and I eventually threw it. I didn't let it strangle me. So that's also something. A little snake is someone that's going to try to hurt you. Someone that's going to try to hurt you, but they don't have the means, the legal means to hurt you. Depending on how big the snake is, because I've had other snake dreams, and not all snake dreams are bad. It depends. Some snake dreams, the snake is not anyone doing you harm, and it means something else. But in this particular dream, that little snake was trying to kill me, wrap itself around my neck. So that means someone is trying to hurt you. So that's that dream meaning. And this is why I'm telling you this embarrassing and private story. It's hard for me to talk about these private issues, but to show you the dream, the metaphysicalness of the dreams, the symbolism of the dreams, and how if you have these dreams, just beware. And listen, it doesn't even end there. It's unbelievable. Sometimes, just like I said, you go through periods of complete bliss and happiness, everything's great, and then you have a period of just barbarism in your life and all these horrible things, right? So while I'm laying there in the hospital, all my assignments at work get passed about to my other colleagues, and they were kind enough to help with the workload. Now I work from home. I work in the little office where I read the tazas. That's my office. That's where I work. So while I'm at the hospital with this thyroid storm, I had this dream that this rat, I was sitting in my office and a rat was crawling up my leg. The rat had beautiful shiny brown hair, long, combed. It looked almost like a wig, really beautiful. But it was gross, and it was climbing up my leg, and I'm screaming in the dream, and I'm trying to get it off of me and trying to run away, and I'm sitting on my chair there, and I couldn't shake the rat off. I woke up. It was such a horrible nightmare. I mean, poor rats. I don't mean to be mean to the rats, but whenever I've had that dream with rats, that means someone's gonna also steal something from you. I remember one time I had what do you call that when hold up? I was in a laundromat in New York, and these two people came, and they robbed me. Well, they tried. They tried to take my chain, jewelry I had. And so the two rats, when I remember having this dream, I was a teenager, and I had this dream, and the two rats, I was in my room, and I dreamt these two rats were crawling up my bed and everything. Looked exactly, they had the same hair as the two people that held me up. I had never seen those two people before. So when I had this dream that I'm in the hospital, I'm dreaming this rat, I'm trying to figure out who the heck has such beautiful hair that I know, shiny, beautiful, brown, chestnut, brown hair. And I'm thinking, maybe it's nothing. Maybe it's just because, my hormones all over the place. I have this thyroid storm. Maybe that's why I'm having this dream. I get out of the hospital, you guys. One of the people I was training, that I was working with, that was on a work visa, that my company's sponsoring them, wasn't really one of my colleagues. I was just someone that, a new employee there, stole the project I was working on and stole my idea. Yeah. So not only did I get my property, someone tried to steal my property, they tried to steal my work, my all the hard work I done at work, my projects, my ideas, everything. And this guy just stole it. Said it was his. And I get out of the hospital, I'm going back to work, and I couldn't believe that this guy, he just pretended like he did nothing. I was just shocked. My jaw dropped. Well, eventually, my boss kind of found out. I guess my other colleagues were, because I was telling them, hey, that's my idea. Look, I had this, that. I was telling my other colleagues. I guess they told my boss, and my boss was like, I'm so glad you didn't make a big fuss out of it. I can't believe it. Not everybody takes the high road. He said not everybody takes the high road and all this, and he congratulated me. So everything was okay, but I was pretty pissed off because I worked so hard to get what I have, what I own. I go to work every day, and and someone to come and steal stuff from me, my property, my ideas, my work, my projects. I was so angry. So here I'm getting out of the hospital, I'm angry again. And it was these dreams that I kept having. It was like unbelievable. And that thankfully, everything's okay. Everything worked out fine. But, it's just life. I don't want to make a big deal and dwell on it. Like I said, it's already gone. It's water under the bridge. It passed. It made me stronger. It made me wiser. And I wanted to know, those of you that are astrologers, is that something that was going on with Cancerians? Because I'm a Cancerian, maybe water signs, or maybe just everybody. That other people are out there, when your cup is full and their cup is empty, they try to steal from you. They try to take from you without a conscience, right? So I don't know. I don't know what that was about. It was like an epic in my life where people was just trying to rob me blind left and right. And here I'm having all these dreams pop, like back to back. And I wanted to share that with you, but it gets good. It gets positive. So here's the positive dream that I had and how it also can apply to you. So remember, if you have a rat crawling up you, be careful. If you're going to go outside in a place, don't wear jewelry. Your purse, make sure you have it, tucked well. Take precautions. If you're going to go somewhere and you have a dream with a rat, make sure that you don't have anything of value. Make sure your windows are closed, your doors closed, your alarm is working, your computer is has good malware and all that. So that's what I mean by that. Okay, so here's the good dream. And now the good part of when I was coming out of the situation, here was a good dream that I had. And I've had this dream reoccurring. Whenever I'm in a bad situation, I have this this dream or a similar dream to this, I know that it is the end of the road. The light at the end of the tunnel is coming, and I'm going to go through it. If you dream with the sun, with the blazing sun, and especially if there are lions around, lions and the sun, it means your health will be returned to you. It means you will have good health. I had this dream that I was in some sort of savannah or jungle with my little cat, Shakira. Me and her were there. And I had had a dream similar before with Madison, my older cat, that she passed away. She lived to be 20 years old almost. I had a dream with her, and she had a very long life. And in this dream, with the sun and the lions and Shaki and I, guess what? I started to recuperate, get better. I don't even take any medicine. Everything's back to normal. I feel great. I'm doing well. And it was, when I had that dream, I was so happy. It gave me like this boost when I had that sun dream. I felt the sun, the heat of it. It was blazing bright. Even the floor reflected back. It was just an amazing, very powerful, very was an impactful dream. Like, I couldn't forget it. I kept thinking about it, and I kept thinking about it, and it felt so real. So when you have those dreams, those are the prophetic dreams. And so if you dream with the sun and lions and things like that, especially sunflowers. In this dream, I didn't have any sunflowers, but sunflowers, I'll tell you in another video, are also very positive. So, and if you look at the tarot card for the sun, this is even before I even saw this tarot with the sun. I used to have these dreams with the sun and the lion and the sunflower. Very, very positive dream to have. So yeah, so that's my dream interpretation for the day today. I hope you liked this video. Be well, take care. There will be more coming with dream interpretations. If you want, leave me a little message, a little comment if you had any dreams, like, let's say, with certain animals, or with water, or with the sun, or wind, or fire, or you know, something happening to your body. Let me know. I might be able to interpret it for you. Now, a long rambling dream, sometimes dreams are just that. They don't mean anything. But if you have a very puzzling, poignant, palpable dream that you can't stop thinking about, those are those warning dreams, prophetic dreams. It could be some dream you had in the past. Send them over to me and I'll tell you. That way you can see that my interpretation, it had probably already happened, and you can say, yeah, that checks off. So that's fine. Do that. That'd be great. That'd be fun. Let's do something else with the channel, you know, not just read tazas. Tazas are very, very hard to read. They take so much energy, and I don't want to be away for too long. So if we can do more tarots, more dream interpretations, that'd be great, just so that we can be in contact, because tazas are no joke, you guys. They take a lot out of you. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Cooper, Shakira, and I send you hugs and kisses, and we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you so, so much. Bye.